Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Jeep Grand Cherokee here. I want to give you a little bit of an update on that because as you can see, this is the beautiful 4xe model, but we have a recall. So the recall is called 68C. So if any of you guys have had a 4xe similar to what we have had now for the last year, you realize that there was a recall last year in 2024 for this fire risk that poses a threat to all 4xe owners, Grand Cherokee and Wranglers. So essentially here, and there is another recall going on right now, I will cover that in a little bit, but essentially here, this vehicle could explode in flames at any moment. There's been 19 cases of this, and the previous recall that they thought they fixed the issue with is not working. So out of all the information that I've gathered for this 4xe trim, which we love so much, it fits our needs perfectly. Now we have some dangers going along with the vehicle. Now, thankfully for us, and thankfully for me, my whole shop is covered under a huge umbrella policy, which is super good. So if this were to, start a blaze, it would be covered. But second for us, my Ram truck has been in the shop now for 10 weeks. 10 weeks. So we have a Loaner GT Durango V6 that we have been driving around now the last 10 weeks. So we just haven't, I don't think we've taken this out of the shed besides just to move it from side to side now for the last, 3 months, because it's snowy out and this is my wife's daily driver, but we just haven't had the need because I've been driving my sports cars in the fall a lot, and then she's been driving the Volt before this whole fiasco with my Ram truck happened. So that brings the point as to what I figured out now with the 4xe and why it has this issue and when it is going to be fixed. So let's take a look at my 4xe here. It is a 2023 with 7,600 miles. It's basically brand new besides the year, of course, but nothing has changed otherwise. This car is wonderful. It does everything we want it to do. We have a Volt for a reason. We have a Jeep Grand Cherokee for a reason. We did not want something that was going to be a gas guzzler, because we can't afford a V8 powered WL Grand Cherokee because they hold their value so well, and we're not willing to pay over $40,000 for a similar equipped Grand Cherokee with a Hemi. This was $33,000 when we bought it, it's absolutely wonderful. It is fast. It is comfortable, super comfortable. The design is like nothing else on the road. The interior is so premium for not even a top trim. This is a mid-level trim, and the interior is super premium, and it is very efficient. We get 25 miles of range when the weather is nice out. In the wintertime, it's about 20 miles of range, which is perfect for her drive to school and back. So it really works out wonderful. We did not want the V6. I am telling you guys, we have driven these cars with the V6, and like the Durango we have, it is so slow. And this car, no different. It is so slow. I don't know why Stellantis is putting that V6 powertrain in their premium vehicles still. It just doesn't make any sense. A Grand Cherokee L or a Durango should not have that Pentastar V6 with 260 horsepower in it. It shouldn't. This is a premium product. You need at least the Hemi V8 horsepower in it. And I think even that new Hurricane that Hurricane turbocharged 4-cylinder that's going to be in this Grand Cherokee is still not enough power. Not enough power at all. So anyway, going back to the point here. It's under recall. Apparently there's a fix that is going to happen here within the first quarter of 2026. So somewhere between now and March. And that's all we know. That's all we know as a consumer. I haven't even bothered to call my dealership yet because they have not been straightforward with me in terms of my Ram truck. So I don't expect them to be straightforward with me in terms of this Jeep 4xe. So essentially all we know is that there is going to be a fix in the first quarter of 2026. So basically could be in January or it could be March. End of March. We just don't know. And on top of this, and it's such a shame. If I wasn't such a diehard Mopar fan, I would be totally driven away by this company. And that's a topic for another time. But all these newer Grand Cherokees now, with a build date of June of 2023 on, which thankfully this has a build date of March of 2023. All the build dates of June 2023 and on had a casting issue with the engine, with this 2-liter Jeep engine in here that caused it to have sand that was used in the casting process to contaminate the engine. So essentially, the engine is going to eat itself up. Now, for us, I was wondering what that said. For us, we don't have that issue because our build date is March of 2023. Beautiful Jeep logo there with the blue signaling the 4xe. But now Jeep is recalling those vehicles now because of the issue with the Hurricane-powered 2-liter having sand casting issues in the manufacturing process. So this engine could eat itself alive. And it's such a shame because this vehicle, and I do have to admit, even in its V6 form, is built so well and looks so good. Yes, the WK2 looks excellent as well, but this is such a premium product, and Stellantis designs and builds great premium products. The problem is their execution is crap. Their electronic issues, their engine issues, their 4xe issues. You're building a product that I want to say it's like a supermodel. It's like a supermodel. It looks good on the outside, but as soon as you get to know it, it is crazy. And again, I guess I'm addicted to supermodels because I have a fantastically supermodelish looking wife. And she's not crazy, so that makes her perfect. But these cars are crazy. They are absolutely nuts. What a perfect product. Driveline, I mean, everything's executed great, except for almost the most important parts. The electronics, the powertrain, the clusters, the gauge clusters are not good. The 4xe system, the battery system, it is just crazy how poorly executed these are. And for us, if this wasn't a brand new vehicle to us, then we would have to get rid of it. But it's got such low miles and the warranty is still great on it that it doesn't make sense for us to get rid of it. And we're kind of stuck in this purgatory zone where, what do we do? What do we do with the vehicle? It really is disheartening to us, and it really just, it doesn't make a ton of sense to get rid of the vehicle. And that sucks because we want to get a vehicle that we know isn't going to brick. And if you follow the channel, you realize that this had the bricking issue that all the Grand Cherokees had and Wranglers had. They all had bricking issues. So I went to move this one day, wouldn't start, wouldn't turn over, nothing. It bricked. I had to have it towed. I had to call Stellantis customer services and have it towed because it bricked. So there is just issue after issue after issue. I can't even reliably recommend somebody to go out and buy one of these vehicles right now because you don't know if it's going to brick. You don't know if it's going to start on fire. You don't know if you have a higher mileage version, if the engine is going to eat itself alive. So I have to say, this is probably the most unreliable vehicle we've ever owned in our lives. And I have to take you on a little bit of a tour, but I have an LS2 powered C6 that I had to stick $3,000 in this summer to put the new harmonic balancer in because I had harmonic balancer issues. That killed on the side of the road on me. And that was not great, but still a reliable car. That's something you do expect it to happen on a 20-year-old car. But on a brand new car, you just don't expect this stuff to happen. I can see why Stellantis is getting so much hate for their vehicles, especially 2023s, because we have had nothing but issues with our 2023 model vehicles. And I know that other people with their Chargers, their Challengers, their Grand Cherokee L's, their Wagoneers, they've had nothing but issues with these vehicles. And it's a damn shame because they are such good-looking SUVs and they don't look like anything else on the road. And Stellantis does such a good job with their design language with their vehicles. But when you have something so unreliable, like I guess the only good thing I could say about this car is that you need to buy a Hemi and you've got a perfect car. But other than that, I can't reliably recommend somebody to go out and buy a Jeep or Mopar product right now because of all the issues we've been having with our vehicles. I don't know what else to say. And the problem is, they're such nice vehicles, but we can't reliably recommend them because I've had more luck with this 2013 Chevy Volt with almost 100,000 miles on it, this 2005 Chevy Silverado with 80,000 miles on it. I've got a rebuilt, titled Camaro SS over here with 42,000 miles on it, 6-speed manual, rebuilt title. This thing was in a bad accident. Runs perfect. I've got an LS2 powered Corvette that I had to replace the harmonic balancer, but other than that, it runs perfect. I've had a Dodge Challenger SRT for 2 years. Zero issues. And my brand new vehicles, we have driven the least because we've experienced so many issues with it. And I'm just fed up to the point where if we were a little bit farther along in our lives and didn't have to deal with this BS, we would move on from the brand. I would move on from the brand completely. I would be getting a GM truck, I'd be getting a GM SUV, and we would just be moving on from the brand completely because this is just, and this is another topic that I will explore at a different time. Dealerships, I've been to one really nice dealership for Stellantis. Out of all the cars, I bought everything. For Chevrolet, every single dealership I've been to has been really nice, and the service advisors have been great. GM, Chevrolet, whatever. Ford. Chrysler has some of the worst dealership experiences in all of dealership existence. I can't find a good Stellantis dealership. I really can't. The service advisors are not great. The technicians, those guys are good. The salesmen, very pushy. They're trying to sell a product that is very tough to sell. And I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm not happy in the fact that I learn more from the direct Mopar brands reaching out to me on DM more about my car than I do from my service advisors. That's frustrating. And as far as this Jeep goes, I hope they can figure this out, because these problems just, they make us not want to love the vehicle. But it's such a lovable vehicle because it's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's off-road. It's fast. It's got a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque. It's super comfortable. The interior is awesome. It's unreliable. That begs the question, what am I doing with this? Why don't I have a Maserati Levante? That's probably more reliable than this. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Take care. See you in the next one.